Back with some celebrity court news. This morning I got asked the question, Wupe, what does it mean when a murder charge is turned into or changed into a manslaughter charge? Is that even legal? Is that even right? And so it took some time to check. So I saw that Maria Zalomis and her co-accused their charges have been changed from murder to manslaughter. So first things first, murder is when you unalive someone. So you do the act that unalives someone, but then you had the intention to do it. While manslaughter entails that, yes, you did unalive someone, you did do the act or did the things that caused the unaliving of that person, but you did not have the intention. So that's the difference between manslaughter and murder, because it is the components of the offense. One has intention and action, the other one merely has the action but no intention. Coming to the amendment of the charge. So in section, I think 213 of the Criminal Procedure Code, we see that the court has the right to, after hearing the prosecution witness or during the process of hearing the prosecution evidence, they see that, oh, maybe a charge that was given was inappropriate, or maybe there's a charge missing, or they need to substitute it. The court has power in those circumstances to either change, substitute, or add a charge. Just the same way that once they've heard the prosecution evidence, when they get to case to answer, the judge or the magistrate has power to acquit the person and say, look, from the evidence here, I can't see that this person can be put on their defense. There is no case to answer. So it's a similar power like that, where yes, it is normal to see during court process that after hearing the evidence, the court or the application of counsel, a charge, which is the prosecution in this case, can be amended to suit the evidence that is before court, and the court can allow, or the court can say, let the charge be amended. But we have seen here trial hasn't gone on. I think, in fact, let me not even say, because I honestly don't have the full facts. That's why I always say what we do is take a situation that has happened and then pick a lesson that is not directly related. So let's say, because I don't know what is happening strictly, I have to follow, maybe they applied, I don't know what the circumstances are. And it is counsel who had, for the prosecution has said, oh, would like to apply for the amendment of the charge. And then the charge is reduced. Sometimes this can be from plea bargaining, right? Where if you say, we won't agree to the murder charge, but if you charge us with manslaughter, we are going to plead guilty. You get? So that can count. Again, I'm not saying this is what has happened in this case. I'm emphasizing that it's possible for charges to change in the process of trial, where whether it's through plea bargaining or through the order of the court where a charge is lessened. In plea bargaining is where the accused to their legal representative, or the other side prosecution approaches, it's a bargaining where you can say, okay, if you reduce the charge, then I will plead guilty. That way you cut the process of the court. And when a person pleads guilty to an offense, it means they are a convict. They will agree to the fact that yes, they are a convict. So they go away with that sentence. But also, because it's a process of bargaining, for instance, in this case, I'm not saying this is what has happened. We can see that has afforded the accused person in the process of trial to have access to bail. So that's charges. They can change through plea bargaining. That's one. Also at the direction of the court, or at the application of prosecution. These things happen. It's not illegal. It happens. So yeah, it would be interesting to see if they go to trial, if the charge would still stand, or if it would not, if they're going to, admitting the offense. So it would be interesting to see how it plays out. But yes, charges can change. They do change at the instance of the court or the parties plea bargaining and things like that. I hope that is helpful and it answers the question.